Hello and welcome to ETCV 512, Student Engagement in Online Learning. I'm Chris Johnson and I'm your instructor for this course. The purpose of this brief video is to introduce you to the course and how it's laid out. So let's take a look. During this course, we will be looking at a variety of different theories and best practices, all related to increasing student engagement in an online community. Now this could be totally online, or it could be the online components of a face-to-face community. During the first 3 days of class, please make sure that you go into Slack and set up an account if you don't already have one. Then send me a direct message, and there's directions on how to do that in the D2L site. And I will add you to all of the Slack channels associated with this course. So if you don't see all of these different Slack channels in Slack, let me know, because it just means that I may have missed you on one or more of them. The very first thing we'll do is to ask you to post an introduction in the ETCV 512 Intros channel. Also notice there's a class participation channel. This is for the online meetings. The online meeting will be the second full week of the semester. I'll be sending you an email reminder of this with directions on how to access the meeting through D2L and our Adobe Connect. Then as you go through the course, you'll be using the Mod 1 through Mod 8 channels to post your reflections on each of the modules. So here are the modules that we'll be looking at. We'll start with an introduction to and a history of student engagement. Then we'll look a little bit at engagement theory and attribution theory and achievement motivation, moving on to creating a sense of community, looking a little bit at change theory, expectancy theory, and reciprocal determinism. And don't worry if these terms don't make any sense to you right now, they will at the end of the course. We'll look at social presence, Bloom, Chickering, and Gamson, look at the concepts of authentic, service, and experiential learning, and also look at various collaborative learning theories and techniques. We'll end by looking at how we can increase student engagement in feedback and assessment. Now the course is designed for each of these modules to be completed in a week. And you'll need to go to the D2L site to look at the due dates for each of these modules. Your final module is a very brief one. It actually is set up to be only the last 2 days of the course. So you want to make sure you're kind of thinking of this module as you go through the rest of the modules. So make sure that you read the directions on Module 8 as you get started on all of the other modules in the class. It's basically just a brief reflection on student engagement as it relates to the development of online instruction in your particular instructional setting. So let's take a brief minute to look at the course. When you first enter the course, you'll want to make sure that you start with content. Look at the Start Here section. There are a few things that you'll want to make sure that you familiarize yourself with. First, here's the directions on how to use Slack. Here are the directions on posting your introductions, and then a discussion of the online meetings. If you cannot make the online meeting, there is an alternative where I will ask you to listen to the recording and then post a brief summary and any questions you might have. Then here are the modules. They're all set up in basically the same way. You'll click on the module. There'll be a description of what you'll be doing, and this course is a lot of reading and watching videos and then reflecting on that in the various module discussion activities. My suggestion is to spend just a little bit of time looking through all of the modules so you can kind of get an idea of what it is that we're going to be looking at during the rest of this course. Then the Module 8 reflection is down here. So everything is in D2L. You can get to the content, the syllabus. This will take you to the class Slack channel. So this is a good place to post any questions, general questions that you might have that are outside of a regular module. I also have a link to Adobe Connect where we'll have our class meetings, although one of our class meetings will be in a tool called Zoom, and I'll send you out a message. Then if you'd like to see who's in the class, there's the class list, and here's your grades. That's it for the organization for the course, and I think we'll have fun with it. Do remember though, it is fairly intensive in terms of reading and watching the videos, so you'll want to make sure that you keep up on doing both of those activities. So I look forward to working with all of you during this course. That's it for the organization for the course. And I know we'll have fun with it. But do remember, it is fairly reading and watching videos intensive. So you want to make sure that you don't get behind. At any point, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in Slack. Direct message me in Slack, send me a text, send me an email, give me a call. Make sure that you don't get bogged down or frustrated on any of the particular questions or things that we're looking at. So I look forward to working with everybody through the rest of this class. Thanks. Bye.